If you want an easy way to buy cheap Rocket League items no matter what console you're on, head over to RL Exchange and use code Dylbobz at checkout for 3% off. It's a super easy site to use, and there's a bunch of different payment methods that you can also use. And my favorite part is that they constantly run giveaways that you can enter by doing different tasks on the site. So make sure if you're buying things from RL Exchange, you also check out the giveaways tab, because I know you guys love your free items, so why not do that? There's a link in the description that will get you all set up, and hopefully you can enjoy buying some nice Rocket League items. Yo, what's going on guys, Dylbobz here, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Now this is something I've wanted to do for so long, and now finally, I'm able to do it. Drive around in a Chevrolet Camaro on Rocket League. Now, I really like the Chevrolet Camaro. I've really liked this car for a long time. And do you know what made me like this car? That's right, the Transformers movie. If you guys haven't seen it, you should go and watch them. But you probably know the character Bumblebee, and he was often seen as a yellow Camaro with a nice black stripe down the middle. He had a few different versions. A few of the modern ones look really, really cool. But obviously, you know that we have this NASCAR Camaro in Rocket League. It was recently added in the NASCAR bundle, and this was the perfect opportunity for me to take to Photoshop and make myself a Bumblebee decal and turn this Camaro, which is very lovely to say the least, but to turn it from a NASCAR into a transforming alien robot. That's right guys, do you guys want to see it? I'll show you. This, my friends, is Bumblebee in Rocket League. He's really there. You're just gonna have to imagine that he can turn into a robot alien and, you know, fight your opponents. Unfortunately, he's not able to do that. He is just a rocket powered battle car, but we can all pretend that he has feelings inside there. Obviously at the back here it says Bumblebee, just in case you didn't realize this was Bumblebee. I mean, if you've ever seen Transformers, even if you've not, you probably know that this car right here is the one and only Bumblebee. Honestly, I had a lot of fun making this design. I did try a few other renditions, some of the more newer versions of Bumblebee, where he has a full black top rather than a stripe. But that one, in my opinion, it wasn't as classic, and because this is a NASCAR version of the Chevrolet, it doesn't actually have any wing mirrors or a really big spoiler or anything, so it doesn't actually look that modern, so it looks like the classic Bumblebee that you probably remember. I mean, look at this nice juicy stripe down the back, and honestly, just seeing the Camaro in Rocket League not have a NASCAR decal on it just looks like a whole new car. So do you guys want to know how I did this? Well, if you are on PC, you can also take a look at doing this kind of thing as well. Basically, I use Backers Mod, and I use a plugin called the Alpha Console plugin. Now, this is a really good plugin where you can actually import custom decal textures, topper textures, all sorts of things. And as you can see in my folder here, I have myself a Bumblebee texture. Now, this is essentially a texture that I can bring up here on Photoshop, and what it is the NASCAR Chevrolet Camaro decal texture, but I've replaced it with, you know, what I want. So I've made it yellow, and I've added the black stripe. Sometimes they are very finicky to try and, you know, figure out, but you get around to it, and eventually you come out with a beautiful looking Transformer. Now, if you want to get access to different decal textures and things like that, you can go on Discord servers, Rocket League skins servers, the Alpha Console server, and just ask there on Discord, and people will often just, you know, help you out and send you a PNG image or whatever of the original sort of texture, and then you can edit it all you want. Now, to actually get this in the game, it's not too difficult. Basically, you open up Backers Mod, and this isn't a Backers Mod tutorial, so if you don't know how to get that, just search that on YouTube. It's very, very simple to get and download. And once you're at that stage, basically, go File, open Backers Mod folder, and you'll get a nice folder here. Go to Data, AC plugin. I know this has turned into a tutorial now, but I know a lot of you guys will probably have questions, so it makes sense just putting it in the video. Then here with decal textures, you can see there's loads of decal textures that I've got here, all sorts of things I've been working on. I might have to blur out some stuff actually, because I don't want to leak any things that I've been working on. It's been a lot of fun recently. But basically, what you want to do is there's this JSON file right here called textures package. It's essentially a simple JSON file which has an ID for what body you're going to be using, and it has some different textures for chassis and body. So essentially, I make a folder called Bumblebee, and I have one of these JSON files. It's this one right here. Now, the ID for the NASCAR Chevrolet is 5823, and that means that this is a decal for the Chevrolet Camaro. Then for the body, this is where I put in my skins. So on diffuse, I put in that PNG image of my, you know, Bumblebee decal. And then for the skin, I actually just put this sort of translucent blue color, and that seems to work well. There's a lot of things you can mess around with. This isn't a full in-depth tutorial on how to make them, but that's essentially how I do it. Even if you guys don't want to do it yourself, you can see that's kind of how it goes. It's not too difficult, but you're probably curious on how I do it. And that's how we do it. So this, my friends, is Bumblebee B127, classic transformer right here. Honestly, if they, you know, add a beetle in Rocket League, then, you know, I'll do it again. But there's all kinds of things that we can now do with custom decals. I'm super excited for what the future entails. So if you guys do like the Bumblebee car on Rocket League, then drop a like on this video. And if you want to support me, be sure to use code DylbobzYT in the item shop if you're going to be buying anything, just like the NASCAR bundle. If you're going to be buying things like that, we had the Formula 1 bundle coming out soon, then it would be great if you use the code. But as you can see, Bumblebee looks super clean when you're in game. Now, other players can't see this, but you guys can see this on the video, and I mean, damn, dude. If this could actually be a decal in the game, I would love it. If Rocket League actually do a Transformers partnership, which I'm sorry, they have to do that. I mean, Epic Games have the talent. They can make some really cool stuff. So what I think is for the next Transformers movie that comes out, whenever that is, they should do a partnership with Rocket League. And Rocket League should bring out, like, vehicles, obviously, that represent Transformers. So we'll have like an official Bumblebee, we could have Megatron, we could have all these different Transformers, and obviously they can be different vehicles and whatnot, but it'll be cool if they have some kind of animation, or maybe the engine audio is really like alienated and robotic, which would be really cool. But yeah, if it was like an animated body, if that makes sense. So maybe the body itself kind of, or when you score or something. Oh my, that would be insane. So imagine when you score with a Transformer car, it then transforms into like a whole Transformer. That would be so cool, because it wouldn't affect the gameplay, but it would be so awesome, and it would be such a huge incentive to buy it. And also, let's say you got demolished as a Transformer, you just break into parts and sort of topple around, just like how we see the DeLorean has its own demolition sort of explosion. That would be really cool if they implemented that with a Transformer. Now, obviously, this there's a very rare chance that that gets added, but if you guys like that idea, I mean, why not tweet at Rocket League and ask them for it, because I would seriously love that. And I think Transformers would definitely benefit from it as well. Anyway, yeah, this video was really just showing what I've been working on and turning the NASCAR Chevrolet Camaro into Bumblebee, who we all know and love. So yeah, honestly, it looks super clean driving around with the Bumblebee, just turning the Camaro into this bad boy. And honestly, when I can, I'm gonna buy myself one of these. It's a super nice car. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what other kinds of custom modded decals or these kind of thing you want to see in Rocket League. I've got a bunch of ideas coming anyway. So if you do like these kind of videos and do like to see how it's all done, then drop a like I said. But I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.